Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So today's video we're going to be discussing my 2023 financial goals, which I have my list right here. The list is definitely a little bit on the hefty side this year, and I will get into that. And then I've also got my coffee with my cute cat mug. So let's just go ahead and jump into the video. Okay, so for today I thought it would be fun to maybe just do a little video discussing my financial goals for the year. So what I did at the beginning of the year was I did like a 23 goals for 2023, which I actually am planning on doing like a mid-year check-in, probably towards the end of next month. So we'll kind of see those in that video. So this one's going to strictly be focusing on the financial goals because of the 23 goals, I want to say 12 of them are financial, so that's almost half. I definitely have some goals for us this year that I really would love to accomplish. So I have previously posted like my very first debt confessions video, and that was just like a very, very broad overview of all of the debt. So when I was looking at my goals and just kind of evaluating, I realized there were a lot of small debts that we had, like ranging anywhere from like 500 to the 5,000 range, which I mean, 5,000 is definitely a lot of money, but it's definitely not like student loan, like 20,000 type, but we had quite a few of those. And so I was thinking about it and kind of just doing the math, and I realized that if I just really took the time and made the conscious effort of paying them off, it would drastically increase our monthly money available that's not going to bills, so like that we could put towards savings or projects for the house or anything like that. That would be really awesome. So I did a little bit of research, and I'm definitely on like a very tight budget video, which, or not video, but budget type plan, which is a little bit challenging when you have a spouse because, you know, sometimes priorities are a little bit different. So I highly recommend sitting down, talking with your spouse, and making sure you're both on the same page. And we both decided that focusing money right now on trying to tackle all of these small debts would really be beneficial for us. That way we could put that money towards, you know, other stuff that's more important, not more important, but like fixing Jacob's truck, or like I think I said house projects, that type of thing. So I did some research and we decided we're gonna do the Dave Ramsey debt snowball method. And like I said, I talked about all of this in a debt confession video. I laid all of that out. But anyways, so yeah, that's in that video, and I'll definitely be doing a part 2 to that probably next month or the month after that, because I've actually been making some pretty good headway. But all that being said, I kind of just wanted to walk you guys through my financial goals for this year and kind of like my plan for all of those. I'm hoping this is not too repetitive since I did do the debt payoff video, but all of that is not in here and vice versa. So we're just gonna go for it. So of my 12 goals, 4 of them are requiring paying bills off. So the first one I had was I really wanted to pay off Jacob's medical bills, and so that's his hospital bill and his ambulance bill, which I think total are over 1,000, but they're separated into 2. Like I said, go watch that video. It's kind of like laid out in there, but I'm pretty happy about that. So we actually got the ambulance already paid off, which is great. And then to go kind of hand in hand with that, I had pay off tires. So we had to buy tires for Jacob's truck, and since he has a big truck and specialty tires, it was like ridiculously expensive, and we just had bought the house, so we didn't have like a ton of money up front, so we had put it on a credit card. So we pay like X balance every month for a year, and then there's no interest. So wanted to get that definitely paid off so we don't have to owe interest, and then if we could also get it paid off sooner, that would be great. So since I paid off that ambulance, now the payment for that gets to go to the tires, so we should actually have that paid off probably next month, which is really exciting. And so then those 2 payments combined will get to go to the hospital bill, which should only take maybe another 3 months to pay off. So all that being said, that those are 3 areas of payoff that are going to be happening very quickly, which I'm excited about. And then the next goal that I have on here, so technically this is goal number 3, so hopefully this is not too hard to follow. I want to pay off my Upstart loan, which is just like this random personal loan I got. I needed like, I can't even remember what the amount was that I needed in college, and the payment was super low, and I needed quick money a few years ago. So I really want to pay that off. The only downside is the payment amount per month is so small. It's taking forever to pay off. So I have a goal to get that paid off this year, and then also my car. So dang close. I think I've got like $2,700 left on my Honda, and I want to pay that off so badly this year. So for this one, I actually will be getting, because I'm doing like that debt payoff, I don't exactly know how it's gonna work yet, but I do know, so I'm filming this video in May. I think in August I should be getting a bonus for work, like maybe $1,500. So I'm hoping to put that towards either the Honda or the Upstart loan. I don't know yet which one, but that will make a huge dent on getting that paid off. And this is, of all of my goals, this is the one that I'm not sure if it's gonna happen or not, but that I just really, really want to happen, like so dang bad. But anyways, so that's enough of that. So then number 4, which is goal 5, I went out of order, sorry. So the next goal I have is to build an emergency fund. So the way Jacob and I do our finances is we have like multiple different savings accounts. So we have like a long-term one, because when we first started, Jacob didn't have benefits at his job, and then ultimately he wants to go independent as a welder, and so obviously he won't have benefits with that. So we have this long-term savings goal that basically is going to be like his portion of retirement, which going into my next goal, which is kind of start investing, we're going to transition that into a Roth IRA. So we're kind of like working on all of that right now. So if anybody has any like tips or tricks for that, leave them below. That way we can at least like start gaining money and invest, you know, all that fun stuff. So we have that, and then we have our emergency fund, and that is just like, if I lose my job tomorrow, that helps with provide for us in that regard. And then we have a house account, which is like for big house projects that come up. So like we needed a roof, so that would go on there. And then the last savings account we have is like what I call a sinking funds account. So this one is directly tied to our bank account, and it's like within Chase, so it's easy access. You can transfer instantly. And this is where we save for like the smaller stuff that's coming up. Like we were both in a couple of weddings, so when we were saving for that and like stuff was coming up frequently and we didn't want to have to wait for transfers, it goes in there. Or like car insurance goes in there. So just like quick stuff like that is all into that. So I want to build an emergency fund, and I know everybody's probably has a different opinion on this, so I might be doing things out of order to what you think is most important, but like I said, right now we're just really trying to focus on getting these small debts paid off and making a conscious effort for that. So we definitely have an emergency fund, but it's not where I want it to be. So I originally had, like, when I was reading the Dave Ramsey book, like it says like to save $1,000. So we did that last year. But I want to have around 4 months of all of our bills and expenses saved up, which is like a lot when you think about it, but I just would feel comfortable. Now, I'm not saying I want to have 4 months of our bills. I really should put a monetary amount on this, actually, now that I'm thinking about it, because that's not feasible for this year to have 4 months worth of bills in there, especially since we're putting money into so many different areas. So I definitely think I want to have maybe 3,000. I also don't know if that's feasible. I actually think I'm going to do some like reflecting after this and figure out a number that is actually achievable, and I'll include that in my like mid-year check-in. But definitely want to work on building that specific account, savings account. And then the next thing I have on here is budget every month, which I've been really good at. I swear by budgeting, it is so helpful. Everybody needs to do that. So then the next goal I have in here is to invest $3,000 in a Roth IRA, and this is what I was kind of talking about earlier with Jacob's retirement. I'm not going to say how much we already have in that account, but we definitely have the $3,000. So I don't know yet if I'm going to directly move all of that in there or if I'm going to just do some and then contribute. I don't know. I need to talk to some people who are a little bit smarter than me and see what they think about it. Yeah. The next thing I have is I want to improve my credit score. My credit score the past 2 years, and sorry the lighting's changing, the afternoon sun comes right in here, so it's been kind of in and out of trees. But anyways, I know my credit score, there's not a whole lot I can do for that besides just paying off my debt. So I know that this is going to come just with me, you know, making these changes. The biggest one being paying off my credit card. That one will make my score jump up. I already know that. The next thing I have is to fix or get a new motor for our Suburban that we have. Like I said, yeah, that whole thing, we need that vehicle, but it's just a ticking time bomb for whenever it decides to poop out on us, basically. But we want to save for fixing that. It's really important. I know I'm saying so much in this video, so I apologize in advance. I need to work on that. But that's really important to us. And I guess you can probably see with how like scattered this video is. We have so much going on in so many different places that our money is going. It feels like we never have the money for anything, which is super frustrating, but can't really do much about it. We're trying, making the first step. So the next one is to practice mindful spending. So in the past, I have had a really big problem with impulse buying. So if I go to say Target with somebody in my family and they're buying something, I need to buy something, or Amazon was the worst. So what I want to do is really focus on my personal mindful spending, and just what I usually do is I take a picture of whatever it is that I want and I think about it, and then if I'm still thinking about it, usually like a week or two later, then I'm like, oh yeah, that is something I want, and then I'll go back and buy it if we have the money for it, obviously. I said again, but I've been actually doing really, really good at that, and this is just like a habit. I swear, once you start, it just comes naturally, which I'm excited about. And then the next one, so my original, when I did my, I'm gonna put like a little tick mark for how many times I've said that during this video, but when I originally did 2023 goals, I had on here to save for a down payment on a shop that we want to do outside. But now that I've kind of like, things have changed, obviously this is the end of May that I'm figuring this out. I think what we're just gonna try and do is do a lean-to off of our barn, which will be a fraction of the cost of that. So I think that is kind of what I'm gonna change that goal to. And then I have on here pay off medical bills, which I've already talked to. And then the last goal on here is I want to save $250 for bathroom upgrades. And this one is like definitely achievable, but this goes with a different goal I have. Is I want to, like, I'm trying to finish decorating all of our rooms in the house, not all of them, but slowly. And our bathroom is one that I would love to finish. So I really need to be mindful about setting money aside so I can actually do it instead of just, you know, talking about it. So for that, I just want like to change the towel racks, maybe add some hooks, add some decorations, some like organization, stuff like that, just to make it kind of more of a clean and organized and actually kind of cute space, not just kind of like a dumping ground basically. But anyways, that is that. So those are my 2023 financial goals and kind of the plan that I have for each of them. Like I said, I definitely think they're attainable. And then go watch my debt payoff video part 1, and then I think I'm gonna do another one in a month or two, just kind of like doing like an update at where I'm at. Just like I said, I'm gonna have my tires paid off soon. I have the ambulance paid off. Hopefully we'll have like another bill paid off, and so then we're gonna really be able to start seeing the snowball effect come into place, which I'm super excited about. That's very like motivating for me personally. So anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please like and subscribe, and like I said, comment down below if you have any tips or tricks or suggestions or anything. I'd love to hear them, and I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.